Hey, 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 good morning. Happy Monday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I pray that you are having an amazing start to your Monday. We're going to give you a few minutes to join. I know I am like a hair early, like 2 minutes early. So hopefully you can jump on with us this morning. And let's get this party started. You know, today is my modified day, so we will not be on here long. When you have duties, when you have to be Uber and you're dropping everybody off and you're doing this and that, you just have to do what you got to do. You can't spend more time complaining about the time that it actually take you to do it. So there's no point in complaining about it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. So when you think about, you know, all the stuff that you have, sometimes we can overwhelm our minds on talking about what we have to do, and we can actually be then use that energy to do what we need to do and just go on about our business. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm able to do it. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Shanti. Good morning, Robert. Thank you so much for joining. You know, sometimes we spend more time complaining about what need to be done. Good morning, Nisi. Thank you so much for joining. Versus us just doing it. You got to just do it. And when you think about, you know, don't even think about all the things that you need to do. All you need to do is do one thing at a time. Do this, do this, do that, and you get it all done. A lot of times when good morning, Toya, thank you so much for joining. A lot of times when I look back over my day, I be amazed at myself. Good morning, Pastor DS. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Tamika. I be amazed at myself at all the things that I get done within my time period, and I still go to bed early, you know. So you got to, you know, don't overwhelm your mind with what you have to do. You just focus on what needs to be done and do it. You see what the title of our live feed is. Time is moving and you got to do the same thing. I'm going to say that again. Time is moving and you have to do the same thing. We cannot sit still and think that things are just going to happen because time passed by. Time waits on no man. Time waits on no woman. Time is not going to wait for you to be ready. Time is not going to think that it's the perfect time, or, you know, time is going to tick whether you ready, whether you moving, whether you understand it, whether you can do it. Time is going to move anyway. So we got to make up in our mind that we got to move too. We got to move with time. We got to do what time is doing. Time does what time do. Time moves. It moves and it waits on nobody. So what are you waiting on? That's my question. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Are you waiting on the perfect time? You waiting for everything to line up? You waiting for everybody to support you? You're waiting for you to know all the answers? You don't have to know all the answers. And that's the worst time for you to think you to move, when you think you know everything. Because when you think you know everything, that means you're independent and not dependent. And you got to depend on the Lord. It is impossible to please God without having faith in Him and His power, His authority, and in His action. So if we think we know all that needs to be done, why would we need God? But we got to make up in our mind that I don't know nothing. I don't know what to do. I just need to know I'm stepping out on faith. Come on now, somebody. I'm stepping out on faith, trusting and believing that He is going to lead me all the way. That I'm not going to call on Him when I don't have nobody else. I need Him before I begin. And when I begin, He is going to direct every step that I have. But some of us, we're not moving because we're spending most of our time complaining and trying to analyze and trying to outlook and trying to do all these different sorts of types of things that is hindering us from moving forward, versus us saying, you know what? I'm going to take the first step. I am going to take the first step. I am going to do what need to be done in order for me to be able to achieve the goals that I need to get done. Before we begin, amen. Before we begin, amen. Great topic. Good morning, Dr. V. Thank you so much for joining. So don't sit around. You know, we're in the third month of the new year, 2020, we were all excited about, Vision 2020 and Perfect Vision and all these different sorts of types of things. And there are some things that haven't changed in your life. Good morning, Toshiba. Thank you so much for joining. There are some actions that has not changed in your life. You didn't do it in December. You didn't do it in January. You didn't do it in February. And now you have allowed, good morning, Jordan. Thank you so much for joining. You have allowed March to creep up on you. And you still have not did what you said you was going to do. So you got to start moving like your time is. Your January is already gone. February gone. Here we are on the second day of March. We have to move. Good morning, Sheila. Thank you so much for joining. We can't wait on nobody. We got to be just like time. You either move when I move or we cannot be waiting. You can't wait for them to get themselves together. They trying to figure this out and figure that out. We going to have to figure this out on the go. Come on now, somebody. You got to make up in your mind, I got to figure it out on the go. Because if you continue to sit back, analyzing and trying, some of y'all are, you procrastinate with your planning. You're procrastinators. You plan. You plan to do. You plan to go. You plan to have. You plan to start. You plan. Your planning seems like playing because you're not doing anything. You just planning. You planning. You vision board and planning. You got your little notes and you got your little tablets and you got your little composition books and you got your new calendars. See, everybody be excited about getting a new calendar. Everybody be excited about getting a new journal, a new notebook and all these different sorts of types of things. But are you doing what you said you was going to do? When I did mine, and this is what I like about my planner. This planner is awesome. Do you hear me? This planner is awesome. But at the end of the month, I do a reflection. And I reflected over my month. Did I do what I said I was going to do? And at the end of the month, you reflect and you score yourself. Did you then, highlight your accomplishment? Did you reform? Did you set your checkpoints? Did you do? And see, these are some of the questions that it asks. What was the most memorable part of the past month? Describe it. What were the biggest 3 lessons you learned in the past month? Review your planner for the past month. Assess your priorities. Good morning, Anthony. Are you happy with how you spent your time? And if not, what can you take next month what will it take next month to adjust them? And then it says, what did you accomplish this past month? What are you most proud of? And then it asks me, how are you different between this past month and the month before? Come on now, somebody. Good morning, Anthony. And then it asks, what and who are you especially grateful for this past month? And then name 3 things that you can improve this upcoming month. What are concrete actions that you can take to work towards these improvements? We got to stop planning and stop hollering about what we going to do and what we need to do and what we ought to do and what we should do. And we get a little ghetto and what we finna do. And then we don't do nothing. You must move. It is time for us to put some heat under our feet. It is time for us to step. It is time for us to do. Good morning, Pat. Thank you so much for joining. You got to get to a point that I am making no more excuses. Because guess what? There's nobody going to come and rescue and do it for you. Nobody coming to rescue and nobody is going to come and rescue you and do all that you need to do. They don't mind helping you, but people not going to help you while you sitting down. People are not going to put more into your life than you put into your life. You got to want it. You got to want it. You got to want it so bad. I need that planner. This planner is awesome. It has the month, it has the week, it has the days of focus. I'm telling you, it is awesome. You need to hold yourself accountable. Good morning, Nicole. Thank you so much for joining. You need to hold yourself accountable and move with the time. And see, let your time be your measurement. Let your time, because see, if you say, well, okay, what is it that's going to encourage me to do what I need to do? I am using my planner. Yes. We gotta get to a point that we are ready to move forward in our plans and our endeavors. There is nothing wrong with you planning. You gotta plan. Because when you don't plan, you plan to fail. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But don't spend all your time planning and then you don't put no action with it. Because we know that faith without works, she is dead. She is dead. So you got to know that you can't spend all your time procrastinating in your planning. You're planning and analyzing and planning, and you changing some stuff up, and you turning some stuff around, and you flipping some things upside down, and you doing all these different sorts of types of things, and you ain't making it nowhere. Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you so much for joining. So for this month, can I encourage you to pick a thing that you need to get done, a thing that you procrastinated on, a thing that you said you was going to do, wanted to do, wished you, and you didn't do it. Get that thing in front of you. Break it down. Get that thing. I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to show you one more thing in this planner, and we're moving on. But you got to map it out. So when I first started, the first of the year, you see how I mapped out and see, all this is me. I mapped it out. You got to map it out. And so every month you map out what you desire to do. So my intimacy in January with God, you see how I mapped it out at the bottom here? You see, I don't know if you can see that. You see how and this is what I'm trying to show you. I mapped out everything that I was going to do right there. And you see, this was my month for January. This month was full. This was my January. And then as I get over here, you got to be consistent. When you have no consistency, you cannot expect to achieve your goals. And then this was my February. I mean, you have to do what you said you were going to do. Good morning, Monique. Good morning, Nikita. Thank you so much for joining. If you are not consistent with the things that you say you're going to do, it's not going to happen. You got to be willing to move like time. And don't try to, I get, sometimes we get all excited at the first of the year. We get all excited, when something new happens. We get all excited when everybody else excited. So you say you're going to lose weight. You say you're going to get on this program. You say you're going to do these different sorts of types of things. Good morning, Latanya, thank you so much for joining. Latoya, thank you so much for joining. You get all excited about all these things that you're going to do. So you're going to go to the gym and work out 3 hours, and then you don't show up no more. Why not go and work out 15 minutes and go back the next day and go back the next day and go back? Why try 30 minutes or an hour? You don't have to do everything at one time, because when you try to do everything at one time, you burn yourself out before you even get started. Do a little bit throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the quarter, throughout the year. Do a little bit at a time. Don't try to do everything. Don't try to go from a 0 to 100. You wasn't doing nothing, and now you're so excited, and now you want to do everything at the same time, and then you know what? It's a flop, because you're going to end up in the end doing nothing. So do a little bit at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. You don't have to, you're not in a race to win against nobody but yourself. You have to be consistent with yourself. Consistency is key. A little bit every day. A little bit every day. Change a little bit every day. Do a little bit every day. Empower yourself a little bit every day. And every day you get a little bit closer. And when you look back, you have taken more steps than you realize. You have accomplished more than you thought you did. When you look back, you have moved up farther than you ever could imagine, because see, you tried it the other way the last time. Can we do something different? Can we do something different in 2020? If 2020 is going to be perfect vision, we got to use wisdom. We got to use wisdom. There's no point of us trying to see something 10 miles down the road. See, I don't have to wear my glasses every day, but when I know I'm out of town, if I'm in an unfamiliar area, or if I'm driving at night or something, baby, I put some of these specs. But I don't have to wear them to read or to drive or to do the things that I do every day. But don't allow you needing correctional lenses at times to be a hindrance to you. Sometimes you need somebody to step into your life to say, hey, boo, you're going the wrong way. Hey, boo, you're going about this the wrong way. Can I help you? We are trying to be so independent that we don't want to depend on nobody to do nothing. Good. A little bit at a time. Consistency. Yes. You got to get to a point to say, I'm going to do a little bit at a time. I'm going to work on my business a little bit at a time. I'm going to work on myself a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. I am going to do a little bit over time, and I am not going to overwhelm myself. A little bit over time will equal to a lot. A little bit over time would equal to a lot. Good morning, Evangelist Dorothy. Thank you so much for joining. A little bit over time will equal to a lot, because a lot at one time will equal to nothing in the end. Our goal is to get there. It doesn't matter how fast we get there. The race is not given to the swift, but the race is given to the one that endure. The race is given to the one that stand. The race is given to the one that stick. The race is given to the one that say, I am going to endure to the end. I got a work to do. I got a place that I'm trying to make it. I got to get there. When you make up in your mind, you're going to get there, because you are choosing to do something daily. When you do it daily, when you do a little bit at a time, you say, you know what, girl, you rocking. You're doing it. I mean, when I reflected over my February, I was just amazed. I wasn't amazed because I knew I put in the work. But we can't expect results when we're not putting in the work. But if you put in the work, you can expect results. Don't tell me you don't expect nothing to change if you're doing the work. If you sowing the seeds, you can expect the harvest. If you sowing seeds into fertile ground, you can expect something gonna come up. But if you sowing mess on hard ground that haven't took root nowhere, you can't expect no harvest. But if you doing what need to be done, you can expect it. Look, I got to get ready to get up out of here. If you new to me, hallelujah, help to endure. We got to endure. We got to endure. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do it by yourself. Get connected with somebody. Get you an accountability partner. Get you a coach. Get you a mentor. It's time for us to go to the next level. It's time for us to go to the next level. If you are new to me, I am Coach O, the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and get your dreams out of your head into your life. We have just added the ASV Cares, where we compassionately act to restore, educate, and support people. We want people, we want them to have a place to stay. We don't want them to be hungry, and we want them to have hope. That's my mission, okay? That's what I want to do. And I am also the founder of the Empowering 8 Inner Circle, where I help empower you. I'm looking forward to start Empowering 8 number 4. We are Empowering 8 number 4. So if you're looking for a sister circle to be a part of, where you get support and words of encouragement every day, not some days, every day, where you get words of encouragement every day from none other than Coach O, I'm telling you, you need to join Empowering 8. And for my Empowering 8 sisters on here, will you just make some noise? Make some noise, Empowering 8. And our call is scheduled for this Thursday at 8 p.m. This Thursday at 8 p.m. Empowering 8, this Thursday, 8 p.m. We will be on the phone. You will be connecting with your girl, Coach O. So if you're looking for a coach, you're looking for a mentor, reach out to me. If you're looking for somebody to put some fire up under your feet, I'm telling you, I am your girl. Shantae, I will be in touch with you today. God bless you. I pray that you have an amazing day. Bye. Thank you so much, Nisi.